My name is Tyson Stockton, COO at Previsible. Previsible, we're an SEO agency that offers SEO consulting, SEO recruiting and resourcing, and training and development. I have been a sporadic guest on a few different podcasts, one of them being Voice of Search, a few other industry ones. After doing kind of guest episodes here and there, we started working with I Hear Everything, where I am one of the co-hosts of the Voice of Search podcast. We wanted to become co-hosts on the Voice of Search podcast mainly because we wanted to contribute to our community of SEOs that we were trying to address from a marketing front. And this gave us the best steady tool to consistently engage and interact with them, and the ability to not only get information across through audio, but also being able to bring that into LinkedIn posts and other sorts of online marketing activities. Starting Previsible, we wanted to start it and grow organically, so we hadn't taken in outside investing. And with that, we've had to be extremely diligent about where we spend our time and how much we're spending within marketing function overall. So podcasting gave us that ability to have a meaningful interaction with our audience. But as far as like how much time from our days that we have to put into it, all we're needing to do is a little bit of prep before the actual conversations, book the conversations, and otherwise I Hear Everything takes care of everything else to get it live. As a startup, we don't have a ton of resources and availability in the week, and podcasting and working with I Hear Everything gave us the opportunity to have a daily podcast that reached our audience and is really probably only taking me between 1 to 2 hours a week, because I Hear Everything handles everything on the scheduling. I confirm an appointment, jump on the podcast, have the interview, make a great connection, and then I Hear Everything takes care of everything else. So overall load on the week is quite light, and I'd say probably 1 to 2 hours. A lot of our business comes through relationships. And once we're able to get to know a business and start having conversations with them, that's where we've found that we actually have the most success and the highest win rate. With doing the podcast, it allows us to have a broader overall awareness in the market, familiarity to people, and also it oftentimes gives us the opportunity to start the conversation, which then we know and we have the experience to then bring the solutions to them. So I Hear Everything and doing the podcast in general has been a huge help to both get our name out there in the community and also help us grow and win deals. We measure the impact to our time doing the podcast in twofold. One, we do it through what's the overall reach, which I Hear Everything provides us with monthly downloads and the information of how many people are actually listening to the episodes. The other way that we measure this is through the success of some of the guests and some of the outreach on it. So we're not only looking at if a lead came in that referenced being familiar with us on the Voice of Search podcast, but we're also looking at guests that we've had conversations with that later turn into leads and clients.